overview of this then is a Candy Formula Stainless WM1000X, and if it looks like the C1040, that's because they're exactly the same machine. I am not kidding here, they're exactly the same in pretty much every single way, other than a remodel name. And I really can't actually decipher what the differences are. Anyway, the C1040 obviously left me quite a fair few years ago. Went to another collector as a daily machine and then broke after about 18 months. Anyway, not that long ago, I did pick this up then for 25 quid. Locally, it fully runs actually. It doesn't need anything doing to it, amazingly. And it runs pretty much like new too, to a degree. Don't get me wrong, 30 years of use is, yeah, it's a long time. These date from the early 90s. So, what do you get then? Well, with this you get a 1000 spin machine and 4.5 kilo load. There would have been an 800 variant somewhere, but yeah, you can let me know down below. So at the bottom, we've got a missing kick plate. I do actually have it. I do have the kick plates, but a lot of the tabs are broke, so I've just left it off. Also, we've got this hole here for a drain pump. Clearly, they would have made some of these candies at this point with a front-facing drain housing, but nope, the drain on this is at the back with a little rubber sump to collect things. So a door, click it shut, and then you got a button release here to open it. It flings it open. This looks a bit grotty, but it's not. It's actually grease, presumably to keep it kind of working well. Don't know whether it's been put on by the owner. It would have been the owner's son that may have put this on to keep the lock working properly, or maybe on a repair at some point. Maybe some grease has been put on to keep it running, but it does work. It does the trick, and it flings up open perfectly every time. We've got a tiny 4.5 kilo drum here. It is absolutely tiny. Yeah, not even the width of my. So it's between there and there, and that's it. And that's your lot. We've also got like this rubber bellow door seal. There is a tiny bit of mould where water sits, but it's just a little bit of water mould rather than, you know, dirt mould. That's our ratings plate. So our serial number is 3105159. So anyone can tell me the date of this machine down below, be much appreciated. Yeah, 4.5 kilo load, 1000 spin, 2050 watts total. Right, our list of programs are here. We've got a list of programs here. So obviously we're using the ICTL codes. So we've obviously got number 195, cotton's very soiled at 90, max load of 4.5 kilo. 2 colour fast cotton, 60, 4.5 kilo. 3 synthetics, colours resistant, also known as white nylon or nylon, 2 kilogram max at 60. 4 just as rapid, but that would be, say, coloured synthetics, for example, at 50 degrees on the synthetic side. 5 is non-colour fast cottons at 40 degrees, 4.5 kilo. 6 delicate synthetics, also known as acrylics, at 40 degrees, which is a max load of 2 kilograms. And then 7 is machine washable marked out wool, 1 kilogram at 40 degrees. Then we've got A, B, and E, which is your pre-washers, which then runs on to the hottest wash of that cycle. A is cotton pre-wash with a 95 degree wash. B is synthetic 60 with a pre-wash, and E is woolens with a pre-wash. Yeah, that sounds a bit odd, doesn't it? Woolens with a pre-wash. You're not supposed to pre-wash woolens, you're supposed to pre-wash delicates, but not woolens. And actually, that's what it's for. It's for washing delicates that need more of a gentle action. A bit like curtains, for example. Program C is white cotton's normal soil. 90 degrees, 3.5 kilograms. R marks out the rinses, but that's for on every single side of the dial. D is fabric softener, which is marked out on the cottons and the synthetic side of the dial. S is speed spin, which is only marked out twice, even though there are 3 spins. And then we've got the bleaching. Z is pump or discharge. And then we've got rinse stop, which automatically activates on the synthetic side and the woolen side of the dial. Right, we've got a little black mark here that has been drawn on. You'll see in a minute where you're supposed to line up with. Been kind of like, you know, set to line up with Cotton's 40. And that's because, of course, the person using it was very old. That's probably why it's still here as well. Anyway, we'll start with program A. So, Cotton's 40 degree pre-wash followed by 95. It's about 2 hours 40. Then we've got program 1, which is Cotton 95, which is around 2 hours 10, 20, something like that. Program C, which is Cotton's 95 light soil, made for washing with a reduced load of 3.5 kilograms, is around an hour 50. Then you've got Colour Fast Cottons at 60 degrees, which takes around 80 minutes. Then we've got 40 degree Cottons, which takes around 65 minutes. There's a little marker there, so it's there to, there you go, mark it up with that. As your bleaching stage. Then you've got 4 rinses with intermediate spins. Final rinse. Final spin at 1000 RPM. Stop. Program B, which is white nylon 60 with a pre-wash. Takes about 100 minutes, an hour 40 or something like that. Then you've got white nylon at 60, which takes around 85 minutes roughly. Then you've got the fast wash at 50 degrees, which takes around 70 minutes. Yeah, no idea. Then we've got, obviously, program 6 at 40 degrees, which takes an hour. Then we've got 3 rinses with no spins in between. Final rinse. Rinse hold, and then what you can do is just push it on one here and it will do a 400 RPM spin. But it will also run the drain only cycle as well, which is here, which runs for about 2 or 3 minutes before finally going to stop. E is woolens with a pre-wash. Not supposed to pre-wash woolens. Must be for wool blankets then, to kind of soak them. But it doesn't heat on this. It will just basically do a cold pre-wash, or a bit of a pre-rinse, as to put it. 7, which is your wool at 40. Very gentle action with the higher water level. Then you got, again, 3 rinses with no spinning. Obviously rinse hold automatically there. And that's a slow spin at 400 RPM. 3 buttons there. On off, which lights up with a little red icon to say it's switched on. Obviously door open. And half load. Half load is made for washing a reduced load of 2 kilograms on cottons and 1 kilogram on synthetics. It does reduce the water load on the wash and the rinses, depending which cycle you're picking. Especially on the C1040, it does reduce the water quite a lot. Whereas on this later WM, I think this is a later, basically, machine, WM1000X, it's not noticeable, but it does do it. your detergent dispenser is split into not 3 but 4 different compartments. We've got this section for the pre-wash, in which case you put your detergent in both sides. We've got this one for obviously your main wash. Then we got these 2 compartments here. This side is for your chlorine bleach, if you want to use on the cotton programs, and this side is for your fabric softener, which you can use on, well, any program. Cool, all done. So I'm going to give this out of 10 then. Well, couple problems. One, it's got a steam pipe at the back. All washing machines have steam pipes, but this one is directly attached from the tub to the back of the machine. If it sudlocks, it will always go out the back of that pipe, flooding your kitchen. And two, the spin, maybe 1,000, but as I said before, it's quite pathetic. Performance-wise, it's not that bad actually. Even compared to other stuff of this early 90s era, it does rather well. It does a lot better than the Indosits of the day. And they would have been priced about the same. It certainly would have lasted longer than the Indosits in certain cases. That being said, I think the Indosits of the day would have also looked more expensive than this, if that makes sense. The tiny porthole though is a bit of a weird one and a bit of a letdown, and the drum is tiny as well. But you also get what you pay for. These are cheap, so what do you kind of expect from it, kind of thing. I do actually like the machine, so for that reason I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10, which staggeringly isn't bad for this kind of machine. Right, I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to comment down below. And I'll see you in another review vid, or wash race, or anything else on my channel. Oh yeah, also, if you got to this point, did anyone else notice the door? It's not in line. Bye for now.